This is a story about the dark side of the internet. It's about a family who built an empire on smiles and sunshine. But behind the curated Instagram posts and perfectly lit YouTube videos, a disturbing truth lurked. This is the story of Ruby Franke, the 8 passengers matriarch who went from mommy vlogger extraordinaire to convicted child abuser. Buckle up, folks, because this ride gets bumpy. Ruby Franke wasn't just another mom with a vlog. 8 kids, a picture-perfect husband, and a seemingly idyllic life in Utah. Her YouTube channel, 8 Passengers, was a runaway train of family vlogging gold. Millions tuned in to watch their daily routines, parenting tips, and wholesome family adventures. Franke's brand was built on the image of a happy, well-adjusted family, and for a while the world ate it up. But something about this carefully constructed facade felt off. Maybe it was the overly disciplined children, the forced smiles, or the undercurrent of control that permeated every video. Whatever it was, a growing number of viewers started to sense that something wasn't quite right in the Franke household. Little did they know just how deep the rabbit hole went. As the 8 Passengers empire grew, so did the scrutiny. Eagle-eyed viewers started noticing inconsistencies and disturbing patterns in Franke's content. The meticulously crafted image of a happy family began to crumble. Franke's disciplinary tactics, once admired, were now being called into question. Viewers were disturbed by her harsh punishments, which included withholding food, forcing children to sleep on beanbags, and sending them away to a controversial wilderness camp. The comment sections of her videos became a battleground of opinions, with some defending her parenting style and others expressing growing concern. The turning point came when Franke's eldest son, Chad, revealed he had been sleeping on a beanbag for 7 months as punishment for a minor infraction. The internet exploded. Hashtags like #JusticeForChad and #RubyFrankeExposed began trending. People who had once admired Franke's parenting were now questioning everything. The once glowing comment section was flooded with accusations, criticism, and demands for investigation. Franke, however, remained defiant, dismissing the criticism as misunderstandings and parenting differences. She continued to defend her methods, claiming they were in the best interest of her children. The walls were closing in, and the whispers of concern grew into a deafening roar. In August 2023, the situation reached a boiling point. Franke's 12-year-old son, desperate and emaciated, escaped from the home of Jodi Hildebrandt, Franke's business partner and self-proclaimed parenting guru. He was found with duct tape on his wrists and ankles, a chilling testament to the abuse he had endured. The boy's escape opened a Pandora's box of horrors. Franke's 10-year-old daughter was also found malnourished and neglected in Hildebrandt's home. The details that emerged were shocking. Evidence of severe neglect, emotional abuse, and physical torture painted a horrifying picture of what life was truly like behind closed doors. It was a far cry from the picture-perfect image Franke had so carefully cultivated online. The perfect family was a sham, a carefully constructed facade designed to attract views, subscribers, and sponsorships. The truth, as it so often does, had a way of revealing itself. And in this case, it was uglier than anyone could have imagined. Section 4. The walls close in, justice comes knocking. The jig was up. Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt were arrested on August 30, 2023 and charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse. The news sent shockwaves through the internet. The legal proceedings were swift and merciless. The evidence was overwhelming. Photos, videos, and testimonies painted a horrifying picture of abuse. Faced with the truth, Ruby Franke cracked. She pleaded guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse. Her admission was a small consolation for the victims. The judge sentenced her to 4 to 30 years in prison. Jodi Hildebrandt received a similar sentence. The once untouchable mommy vlogger was now just another inmate. Section 5. Life After Likes. The Unraveling of a Family Empire. The fallout from the Ruby Franke case was swift and brutal. Her once thriving YouTube channel, 8 Passengers, was immediately taken down. Sponsors cut ties. Fans turned on her, their admiration replaced with disgust and betrayal. The Franke family, once the epitome of wholesome perfection, was now synonymous with abuse, deceit, and the dark underbelly of internet fame. Ruby's husband, Kevin, filed for divorce and was granted full custody of their 6 children. He has since become an advocate for child protection and speaks out against the dangers of unchecked influencer culture. The children, forever scarred by their upbringing, are slowly piecing their lives back together. Their stories, chronicled in interviews and court documents, serve as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of abuse and the importance of vigilance. Section 6. The Price of Deception, a cautionary tale for the digital age. The Ruby Franke saga is a cautionary tale for the digital age. It exposes the dark side of influencer culture, where the pursuit of likes, views, and sponsorships can come at a devastating human cost. Franke's carefully crafted online persona was a lie, a carefully constructed façade that hid a sinister truth. Her story serves as a stark reminder that we can never truly know what goes on behind closed doors, no matter how perfect things may appear online. The internet is a breeding ground for deception, and influencer culture, with its emphasis on curated perfection, only exacerbates the problem. We are bombarded with images of idyllic lives, perfect families, and unattainable happiness. It's easy to get sucked in, to believe that the carefully curated lives we see online are real. But the truth is, we're only seeing what people want us to see. Behind the filters, the perfectly posed photos, and the carefully crafted captions lies a reality that is often far messier, far less glamorous, and sometimes far more sinister. Section 7. Beyond the Clickbait. A call for critical consumption. The Ruby Franke case is a wake-up call. It's a reminder that we need to be more critical consumers of online content. We can't just blindly accept everything we see and hear, no matter how trustworthy the source may seem. We need to ask questions, think critically, and be wary of anyone who presents themselves as having all the answers. It's time to look beyond the clickbait, the perfectly curated feeds, and the carefully constructed narratives. It's time to start engaging with the online world with a healthy dose of skepticism. Let the Ruby Franke case serve as a reminder that the truth is often far more complicated than the picture-perfect images we see online. Let it be a catalyst for change, a call for greater accountability in the influencer industry, and a reminder that behind every screen is a real person with real consequences. Let's strive to create a digital landscape where authenticity is valued over curated perfection, where critical thinking trumps blind faith, and where the well-being of children is always paramount.